Better made. Came up with them thoroughbred swap world, that was Detroit City. Moved out to the Gold State, California, I ain't come up with me. Focus like Adderall, when I had a ball, I shatter boards. Shack fool in the 9-2, a vocab boy like Scattergory. One kid, but I'm sonning.
What up, everybody? I'm Mark. This is Mo Closet Collection. Thanks for hitting my channel up. If you want videos on fashions and best kicks, merch, etc., be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shout out to Lil Master for a reminder. Today, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the new Adidas Yeezy 700v3 in the copper fade colorway. These shoes dropped on December 10th for the price of $200. That wasn't that hard to get. Surprisingly, the colorway to me is fire, but it wasn't that hard to get. And resale right now, resale is pretty much non-existent. They're actually going under retail in some cases. As far as sizing on 700v3s, you got to go at least a half size up to a full size up, because otherwise, true to size or anything smaller, you cannot and will not fit. And for any of the most updated Yeezy news, Yeezy looks, Yeezy anything, make sure you check out the homeboy Yeezy Influence on Instagram. He be having all the Yeezy news and all that stuff ahead of time. So y'all be sure to check out Yeezy Influence on Instagram. Without any further ado, let's unbox these bad boys. So I ended up winning these bad boys of S&S, and it came with a terrible box, so no need for my shank. But no matter what, remember, safety first. Let's get them out the box. Discard that. All right. So standard 700 box, but no boost on the side, because no boost in these bad boys. The size tag says YZY 700v3. Size is 13.5 men's. The color is Cop Fad for copper fade. Let's check these bad boys out. That is a really dope shoe. And there you have it. The new Adidas Yeezy 700v3 in the copper fade colorway. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So my thoughts of this shoe, it is absolutely dope. I'm glad people slept on these. Time to review. So starting on the lateral side at the bottom, you got this midsole. This midsole is actually like in the steel blue colorway, and towards the back, that's where it fades to that copper color. Then going up right here at this midfoot, at the bottom of the midfoot, you got this mesh panel for that breathability, and it's orange. Then on top of that, you have this cage. This cage is a semi-translucent. It's like clear in the front, then I feel like I get more orange in the back. All the cages on the 700v3 glow in the dark, so that's a nice cool touch. Underneath the cage, you have this 700v3 pattern in this prime knit, and this got 1, 2, 3, got like 3 stripes, but it's the 4th one down there. And the colors changed. From the front of the shoe, it's like a kind of like a light brown color with a tan. Then going back, it turns to like a burnt orange. Then going back further, it turns into like a bright orange. And around that bright orange, that tan, to me, it looks like a more of an orange cream on the way back, which is a very nice touch. This shoe is fire. Roll on to the front of the shoe, you get more of that midsole that's spilling up. Gonna go up to the toe, you have this 700 Fang, the traditional Fang, but this time it's in that rubber. It's like a rubber splash guard material, and the color of it to me is a cinder, which is very cool because I don't recall seeing 7v3s in the cinder color. That's very nice. Then going up past that, you have like this tongue. This tongue is like a neoprene construction tongue, and the tongue is actually like a soot color, which is very nice to see. The color contrast on the shoe, I'm actually shocked by it. And then going up on each side, you barely have this barely visible. It's the 3M, well, I don't know why it's there, but I'll take it, the 3M patch. And the 3M patch look more to be like a steel blue color instead of that silver color as usual. Then on top of the tongue, you have this this rope lace. The rope lace is black, and it's an infinity rope lace, and it's not bungee, it's just regular rope. Then at the top of the tongue, you have it changed the material to like cotton. It's like this cotton material instead of the neoprene. I like everything about it. Going to the inside of the shoe, you have this pretty nice padded sock liner, and it's in that soot colorway. And then the insole is that soot color insole with that cinder Adidas Yeezy Ultralight branded on it. Roll on to the medial side of the shoe, or the arch as I like to call it. It's pretty much a mirror image of the lateral side. It looks exactly the same. I don't see any real differences. It is a really dope looking shoe, and I'm so glad people slept on these because 13.5s are typically hard to hit, and I hit. Roll on to the heel of the shoe. That's where that midsole, this big chunky midsole, changed color to that copper color back here. That's where it fades from that steel blue to that copper. And then you have that Adidas 3-stripe branding. And going up, you got more of that cage and that prime knit wrapping around. Then going up beside of that, you can see this it's like a thin lining that's in a cinder color, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't see that earlier. And then you got more of that sock liner spilling up like they're going on your Achilles, and it's in that soot colorway. Rolling to the bottom of the shoe, you got this classic Adidas Yeezy 700v3 outsole, and the traction honestly looks more like a steel blue now looking at it. And the other color that I thought was a steel blue looked more like a teal mixture of teal and steel blue. From looking at the bottom of the shoe, which is awesome how my perspective changed from the beginning of the review. No, the color don't change on these. It's spill. It's the same tooling, the same material that spilled from the side to the bottom. So I would say the color, reluctantly, this is reluctantly, but it's more of like a teal steel blue. And then the cushion here is EVA foam, and this time it's painted in black, which is the first time we've seen that on 700v3, and it's very cool, y'all. I'm glad to have this shoe. So you already know in my closet collection, when I have a shoe that I think has the same colorway or might have the same name as another shoe, I like to compare them. Let's check it out. So first we start with the 350v2 clays, and in my mind, this color was a lot closer. Yeah, it's not as close as I thought it was gonna be, and I'm actually kind of disappointed because I love the clays. People slept on these bad. I want to say they still kind of lower in resale right now, if I'm not mistaken. But needless to say, they're not that close at all at any aspect. And if I had to pick one to rock, surprisingly, let me get the V3 Copper Fade. What would you choose? Let me know in the comment section down below. So next, I said the Covellites would be close, and I felt the Covellites would match the sole, and actually, it is pretty close. It's not the same, but it's close. And between the two, if I had to pick one to rock, go ahead and give me this Copper Fade. What would you choose? Let me know in the comment section down below. So all in all, this is a very solid shoe. I'm glad I got it. The color contrast and the color comparisons and how they switched it up a little bit is very nice. And it's a refreshing look on a 700v3 because I feel like a lot of the same like whites or creams was used. A lot of the blues was kind of close on some of them. The alpha in the what's it called, the glow, dark glows was the same shoe. It's just a different glow, barely. Crazy, but it is what it is. These I'm so happy to have in hand, and you guys tell me, did you pick up the 700v3 in the Copper Fade colorway? Let me know in the comment section down below. So once again, I thank everyone for tuning into my channel. Give me all the feedback, show me all the love. Really appreciate you guys. Let's keep the momentum rolling. As my little son say, don't be a stupid dumb hater. Like and subscribe. Holla.
I ain't trying to be aggressive, but I wanted on the humble. She shine like VVS's and her tongue can do a funnel. She a bad little 5+5. Girl, I want you. Ain't no sliding, no DM, but when I can slide up on you. I'm just talking out the net, mouth closed, full of liquor. The rendezvous, we celebrate big for going bigger. Some thought I lost, some recognize the cost that I paid to be, of course, nothing less than the boss. Hot boxing for the let them smell the terps and cologne. I got no handouts, giving worked off my loans. I wish it would tell me put out my strong. I'm a California taxpayer, that's on my own. Yeah, learn to hit them flips. Get it in like gymnastics and flip. Quiet, but a sharpshooter, flip. If the plan don't land, I load up another clip. Can't miss. Plan A had to work, no plan B. Slice pies with my guy.